this is Diane from Teach Pre-K, and I wanted to show you some of my favorite space literacy activities. These come from my All About Space 5-day lesson plan, and I repeat some activities like throughout all my lesson plans that I have in my Teachers Pay Teachers store because I feel that when kids do the same activity at different points of the year, I can assess them really well and really chart their progress. Plus, they remember doing a similar activity and they go, wow, I can do this time. I've actually had kids say, I couldn't do this the last time we did this, or I know so many more letters. So I really like that. I try to mix everything up so each theme doesn't have the exact same mix of activities. So if you see any of my videos and you notice that I use a lot of the same activities, there's a method to the madness, and repetition, especially of activities the kids really like, tends to work really well and they learn so much faster. So I'm just going to show you what I've got with all my lesson plans. I have vocabulary pocket chart strips. This one, I've got all the planets, and let's see, I've also got things like rocket, alien, space shuttle, things like that. And I also, in my room, I have the same images in dramatic play and a lot of the same words, and up on my alphabet wall. And I have posters everywhere. You're going to see the posters that I've got, but I use a lot of the same images and the same colors within the unit, so it's familiar and the kids start to make associations of the picture and what it is, and their vocabulary tends to grow a little bit faster. Okay, so then classroom posters, I have got all the planets, everything in our solar system. So Jupiter, Neptune, Mercury, Earth, etc., etc. I have got all of these just plain. Plus, you'll see some other space-related vocabulary things that I've got too. But as an awesome teaching tool, I have planet fact posters. So each poster says which number planet they are from the sun, their size relative to Earth, anything that's interesting about them, like Uranus has 21 moons and it spins on its side, things like that the kids would be really interested in, that it's a gas giant. The kids love hearing that you can't land a spacecraft on a gas giant because there's no solid surface. And I actually, really cool lesson that I do with the kids to show them what a gas giant is. I get a ball of shaving cream and I get one of our toy rockets and I put it down and it sinks in the shaving cream. And it's like, this shaving cream is made up of just whipped up gases, and it's kind of like the planets. So there's the sun and the moon and every planet in there. So if you wanted to do a planet a day or something, that would be an awesome thing for circle time or any whole group time. So I also have astronaut, spaceship, meteor, things like that are hung around my classroom. One activity that I made a million years ago is I made these little aliens with my Cricut, and I still use them because they're really cute. Gave them all one eyeball and put an uppercase letter and a matching lowercase letter. So I made sure that my little hint for the kids when they're learning to match letters, because my 3-4s are still struggling with this, is they're looking for the same color, uppercase R and lowercase r don't really look alike. So this is a tough one. So you could really use a hint for that. And I have got K is another example in green and blue. I have these in purple, orange, blue, pink, green, yellow, all the fun colors. So that's not in my 5-day lesson plan, but it just goes to show I just cut these out myself, laminated them myself, stuck these fun colorful eyeballs that I got at Michael's. I will leave a link if I can find those on Amazon. Also, this is another activity that I have in a couple of my different lesson plans because I love it and it's effective and the kids like it. But we match uppercase letters to lowercase letters. You put them together and they create a beginning sound picture. So this serves so many purposes. We're using our like I always forget what it's called, like our visual discernment, like we're trying to find the other half of this to make the whole spaceship and the whole picture in the middle. We've got our uppercase letter, lowercase letter, and then B, our beginning sound. So I'll just show you. I just took two of these out. So A made apple, B made B, and we go through the whole alphabet. So the kids really enjoy doing that. Another thing I have that you can play so many different ways is I have these spaceships, and you could do straight match with the alien that belongs to the flying saucer spaceship thing, or you can take the lowercase letter and make it an upper lowercase match, or if you don't want to do that, you can just match up the aliens. So that was A. I've also got B to show you, and we've got the whole alphabet, and that is in my All About Space lesson plan too. And all of my lesson plans, I make these fun foldable books. So you give them to your kids flat, they color, and then you fold it into this book. And my pre-K loves to color. So when I do this as a center, they enjoy it so much and they stay there for so long. I like to throw these in on days where we just need some downtime and we need the room to be a little less crazy and hyped up. So even if I don't have that on my lesson plan, sometimes I just pull that out because I'm like, today's a good day for that. Like if it's snowing or around a holiday like Valentine's Day or something. And then another thing I have is I have a vocabulary solar system draw and cover. So with my draw and cover games, you get a mat and then you draw the cards. And this one is a pretty easy one because there's only 12 cards, so it doesn't take long to do. So the kids then, oopsie, me upside down all the time, then the kids will put a marker of some sort on the picture when the card is drawn and we talk about, oh, it's Earth, blah, blah, blah. But what I like to use are these clear buttons. And some of you might have them for your light table, but I use them for bingo. I use them for anything where I'm doing a number, a letter, or a vocabulary thing, because you can still see under these because they're clear. These are my absolute favorite manipulatives for so many reasons. In fact, I just ordered another container of them today because I like them so much, but I will put the link in my description too. And this is also in my lesson plan. So for my pre-K kiddos, we are into rhyming. We are learning a lot about rhyming, and I have these mats, rhyme, not a rhyme, and I have this activity in a lot of my other lesson plans too. Not in every one, but in a lot of them. And I have since gone through and I have made more non-rhyming cards. So here's the object of this little game. You get a picture card with two pictures on it. This one has Fox Box. So it's going to go to happy. Anything that rhymes goes to our happy little moon. And then there are cards that don't rhyme. I just need to find one because I have these all done up together here. Okay, here's a good one. And I've got like alien t-shirt or alien shirt, and that would go on sad, not a rhyme guy. So I usually do this in small groups. I don't know, maybe 3-4 students, and give them the cards and let them make the decision. And that way the friends are learning, oh, does this rhyme? Does this not rhyme? And be prepared. If you do a rhyming activity with your pre-K, a lot of them don't hear rhyme yet. At this point of the year, I am in late February, and I'll be doing this activity in early March. I would say there might be 1 or 2 that don't hear rhyme, whereas at the beginning of the year, it was a lot more than that. So, you got to really know where your kids are before you do some of these activities. Then I always include a set of vocabulary cards that you can use as a matching game. You can use it for discussions. You can just put them out for the kids to look at, just whatever. But I always have some kind of matching game in my complete lesson plans. But the best part about this lesson plan is cut off, and I'm so sorry. I just don't want to do the whole thing over again. But the best part about the space lesson plan is I have a list of video links from YouTube that are some of the most amazing videos that I've ever seen. There are videos of like the size of the planets in relation to Earth, like if they were as close as our moon, what they would look like in the night sky. There is this rocket launch to Mars that is so amazing. The kids ask for it over and over. There are tons of space station videos that the astronauts have made. There are just so many things that your kids can look at, and they get so interested in space. I have one last thing. I love to do a journal page at the end of my unit. So I've just made up these cards that have like the different planets' names on them. And then I have the kids do one of these. Like some of these, you guys, I've got with tracing letters and a circle, and some are just blank so the kids can write the name of the planet themselves, like this one. But my aide did this. It's like, my favorite planet is Saturn. And we'll just put out the dry erase markers, not the dry erase markers, smelly markers, because it just really entices them to stay there longer. And a bunch of planet books and books about the solar system so that they can find their planet and make it really look like the planet if that's what they choose to do. But it is such a great vocabulary and writing fine motor exercise. And I don't know if I have mentioned this before, but I use my journals as an end of the year, kind of like a portfolio. It kind of shows the progress from beginning to end of the year for my pre-K kids, and the parents absolutely love it. We do a little special event where they can show their journals, and the planet is always one of the favorites. But sorry about the little glitch there in the middle. I thought I was finished and I wasn't, but thanks so much for listening and watching.